what I'm talking about!
Okay, here we go with a look at the Magpul Hunter X22 stock. This is a stock for the Ruger 1022. This is in the color Flat Dark Earth. In this video, I'm going to show you how it installs on a Ruger 1022 and show you what it looks like all complete on my barreled receiver. Let's go ahead and get in the packaging here, show you what comes in the packaging. So get your rifle stock, and this is well packaged. There's lots of foam protecting the stock. So you've got the stock here. Got your installation instructions and owner's pamphlet. And of course your Magpul sticker. There's just some extra padding there. And then some additional spacers if you want to increase the length of pull. Let's go ahead and set this off to the side. Alright, so taking a look at the stock, start at the back. You've got these spacers here so you can make your length of pull longer or shorter. You would accomplish that by taking these two screws out, and then the stock pad pulls out. You add your spacers to the stock pad or take them off and then slide it back in, and there's a bunch of screw holes that line up with the spacing here. You put your two screws back in and that fixes in place. While you have your stock pad out, if you need to adjust your cheek piece here, they have different heights of cheek pieces, and those just pop out while you have the stock piece out. There's a little hook here that it hooks in here, pulls down, and then your spacers or stock kind of catch a little tab here and hold this in place. So you have an adjustable length of pull, and then you have an adjustable cheek piece here. You've got a sling point on both sides. You can remove this little cover piece here and then put a quick detach sling cup in this side or the other side. Looking at the pistol grip, you've got some very nice aggressive texturing, and it's not obnoxiously aggressive, it's just very adequate. It's got some lines in the front there. It's got a nice angle to it. It's not a traditional rifle angle. It's a little more pistol grip-ish, but it's got a nice feel to it. I like this bevel. Actually, I really like the shape of this stock all over. The way that these lines flow, it's just extremely comfortable in hand. I like the way that this flares out a little bit here in the fore-end section. You've got your M-lock slots for attaching accessories. You could put a forward grip if you wanted an angled forward grip, or if you wanted a bipod or a flashlight, laser, so on and so forth. You have a little dimple here, a little blind for if you want to drill this out, and put a sling swivel stud if you want to attach your bipod that way, or if you want to actually mount a sling by way of a sling swivel stud. And then you have that same blind spot on the back. It's just a little indexing point for where you would screw your sling and swivel stud into. You've got this little barrel channel track. This barrel channel would accept the tapered barrel, and then you could pull it out, flip it around, and set it back in, and that would accommodate a .920 bull barrel. I think that's a clever way of doing this. I like that it will accommodate both the tapered standard factory barrel and the aftermarket .920 bull barrel. I'm not crazy about the way that this finishes for the tapered barrel. It kind of opens up in the end here, and I'll show you what that looks like when it's all installed on my barreled receiver. But I kind of wish that they would have found some way to, I don't know, make that a little nicer. It's just a weird transition to me. But simple installation. You just have your takedown screw. This is my barreled receiver here. Go over the parts. I've got a Kid single stage trigger, and this breaks at 1.5 pounds. I have a factory receiver, a factory polished, mirror polished bolt that I got with a Ruger 1022 Tactical. This is a kid charging handle, and it's got tunable springs. There's different springs that you can install onto your guide rod and change the tension that it takes to cycle your action. It's got a standard factory tapered barrel, 16 inches, and it's threaded for my suppressor. I have an Archangel Picatinny rail, a set of Warren scope mounts, a Bushnell rimfire optics, and you can see that this sits so low that I had to remove one of the Picatinny slots just to get the scope to mount and sit level. But boy, that really reduces how much space there is between the scope and the barrel. It sits really low, which I really like. And then finally I have a Hightower Armory buffer pin. Let's go ahead and take the safety and place it halfway between safe and fire. Set your barreled receiver in, kind of hooks down here, and then you rock it forward. Put your safety back on safe. Take the takedown screw and draw the stock up to your barreled receiver. I really like the BX15 magazine. I think that it doesn't look so banana mag, and it just looks nice with this style of stock here. And then I have my Silencer Co. Sparrow. I like that it's offered in a variety of colors. You can get this stock in black, OD green, stealth gray, and then as you see it here in flat dark earth. I really do miss the foliage green color. I think that that was a really nice color, and I'm kind of sad that they discontinued it, but it's got plenty of color offerings for it. Showing you what I was talking about with the transition here with this tapered barrel. I just thought that was a little goofy. But I do like the look of a tapered barrel with a suppressor. When you're going from the 1-inch suppressor down to a tapered barrel, I like the way that this looks better than it looks on a .920 bull barrel. Alright, well there's a simple close look at the Magpul Hunter X22 stock for the Ruger 1022. It's a big world out there, and we're bound to run into a shady situation. Until then, keep your gear on you.